Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter. And whether you're catching us on Facebook, our YouTube channel, or on our website, thanks again for clicking on. Today is October 8th. It's about just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I have a couple of main objectives for today, one of which is to cover the workshop from just Monday night. So about 4 days ago, Monday night on October 4th. You can see the major agenda items there, A, B, C, D. I'll try and hold this still and a little bit closer for a few seconds. That's what we talked about. Now, the first one on there is a presentation from the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities. Now, the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities is an association, a coalition that we belong to and pay dues to. And they have a number of goals and, well, over 100 city members. Cities that are similar to us. They're all in Greater Minnesota. Some cities are as small as 2,500 and some cities are as big as 25,000. And so we all work together. And one of the main things that gets happened is that it provides for legislative advocacy. There are some learning opportunities as well, but its primary goal is legislative advocacy in a number of areas. But one of the ones that we think about most, is local government aid. Now, just a few seconds on what local government aid is. Local government aid is money that we have all paid into the state through taxes of some type that they redistribute to communities that are considered under a formula relatively low in tax value or tax capacity. And so that includes the city of St. Peter. And so we get quite a little bit of money from local government aid. In fact, it's more than half of our general fund budget. So if all that money went away, your taxes would have to double to keep the same level of services that are in place. So local government aid is important, not just to guys like me, not just to city council members or mayors, but to folks like you that pay property taxes within St. Peter. So anyway, had a great presentation from Shane, one of the folks that works there, who's an attorney, lobbyist, analyst. And the council's always happy to hear that and share information and ask some questions and share priorities that they see going forward for future legislative sessions. The next one that we had is a discussion on parking lot number 5. So if you haven't seen it, there's some great imagery on the front page of the St. Peter Herald or in the St. Peter Herald. And I have some here, but it's not quite as slick because, well, the ones that I have here are kind of photocopied and pretty black and everything. But if you want to see some more information and colored versions of this, I'm going to put something on the link here that will say parking lot number 5 link or something like that. So below here, you'll be able to click on it and see it on our website in the packet that contains some of this information. The kind of plan or discussion at this workshop session was about how did the council feel about potentially selling parking lot number 5. Oh, by the way, parking lot number 5 is what I'm trying to think. So this is the one near Family Dollar store, between Family Dollar and Highway 169. Some people think of it as the Oktoberfest location. So that's the parking lot that we're talking about. Anyway, we have a developer that's interested, and we've been working to market this a little bit for a number of years for development. It's not a very good parking lot, and it's a great opportunity for development. And again, we have a developer that's interested and has gone through some of the steps. And so we're really trying to make sure that the council has all the opportunity that they need to review what the plan is and to provide for the sale or the transfer of that property for development to occur. The developer has said that if they kind of get approvals here towards the end of October, they'll even start construction yet this fall. And it will be really 2 separate buildings kind of fronting on 169, and the goal is to have some retail or office on the bottom and a couple floors of apartments. And I think there's going to be 35, 36, 37 apartments combined in those 2 buildings. So we need housing. It'd be nice to have that filled, increased tax base, all good stuff. And so anyway, watch for some more information on that or click the link below. I think that's really a good one for you to know more about if you want. The next one that we have is a discussion about electronic meetings. And as you know, during COVID, folks like the county, the city, the school board, and lots of others, including private businesses, had lots of meetings using Zoom or GoToMeetings or Microsoft Teams, that kind of stuff. one of the things that we've seen since we've gone back to in-person meetings is that people sometimes miss the convenience, or they're still concerned about the spread of the Delta variant or other variants that might come up related to COVID. And so how can we do all this stuff safely? So there was a little bit of discussion on the part of the City Council about how to help boards and commissions know what to do and provide some direction to those boards and commissions. And it's an ongoing, I think, commitment from the City Council that when they can meet in person, they want to meet in person. They find the exchange of information better. It's great to be able to see people. It gives you more of a clear understanding of what are sometimes nuanced conversations about important topics within our community. Not that they're against online meetings and they have their place, but we're going to try and focus on in-person meetings, at least going forward for now. So anyway, that discussion was about what the state law says. How does that apply to boards and commissions and city councils and school boards and other things? And so this was really a learning opportunity for the City Council and gave staff some direction about how to communicate with and how to talk and work with some of the boards and commissions that are part of the city. So that's a good one too. Let me jump into some other issues that I think are very important that you might want to know about. So, well, today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday the 9th. This is a flyer that shows Fire Department Open House. This is going on. Well, we had one on Wednesday. We're going to have one tomorrow morning from 9 until noon. You see on there, 9 until noon. And so this is a wonderful opportunity not only to see the current fire hall, but to get a lot of information about the proposed new fire station. Well, let me clear that up a little bit. Maybe I didn't say that well. The council's really decided that we're building a new fire hall, and what they want to get your input on and what they want to provide you information on is whether it should be paid for using property taxes or sales tax, whether it's property taxes or sales tax. And so that's what's going to be on the ballot on November. And so they're looking and are excited to provide you more information all the time. Again, there's information at this open house, and I'll provide a link to some great information on our website if you wish, or give me a call too. I'm happy to talk about it and provide the best information that I can based on what your questions are. Next item I want to mention is Hot Sheet. If you don't sign up for the Hot Sheet, if you haven't signed up for the Hot Sheet, this is a great thing to get. It's our weekly electronic newsletter. Provides all kinds of fantastic information. By the way, I'll put a link to it here as well. But you can sign up for us by emailing us. I'll give you an email address in a little bit. And then it comes to your inbox just about every Wednesday. You know, there are about 52 Wednesdays every year. This comes out 48 or 49 times a year. So, again, if you want that information, we're happy to give that to you. The next one I have is energy rebates. And I've talked about this before, and I always kind of show this flyer, which really talks about LED lighting. We do a lot more rebates than just LED lighting. So it's really great if you have the opportunity to look on this website, which is saveenergyinstpeter.com. There's a link on our overall website as well, but saveenergyinstpeter.com. And you can find out about rebates for heat pumps and dehumidifiers and air conditioners and dishwashers and washing machines and clothes dryers. And well, there's a lot of stuff on there. I can keep going for a little bit, but you can get a lot more information on our website or give us a call. We're happy to provide information about how you too can get a rebate on that new appliance that you probably had to buy because your old one died, right? And so it wouldn't be bad to get an Energy Star appliance, Energy Star, right here, and get a rebate on that too. So anyway, watch for this if you need that kind of help. I also want to mention Solar Choice. It's one of the opportunities that we have for everyone in St. Peter, whether you own a house or not, whether you have a roof that is full of sunshine or full of shade, you can participate in a solar farm that's near Owatonna and subscribe to energy that comes from there. It's a great opportunity if you want to buy your own little piece of the sun and you really feel strongly about environmental issues and solar energy. It's not for everyone, but it's a great opportunity for many to have that where otherwise you might not be able to. So anyway, check that out if you want. The other one that I want to mention before, well, I got two more that I want to mention before I go. One of which is community conversations. So we've had a lot of discussion about community conversations. This is that effort that the council's putting forward to make sure that we hear all the voices in the community from all the different folks, different cultures, new immigrants. And really the goal of this is to provide opportunity for people to talk about how they are either accessing or having trouble accessing the services that we already provide within St. Peter. And so that first community conversation happened towards the end of August-ish, and the council got a report on September 20th. So in the council packet, which I'm going to provide a link to here, you can see not only what the plan has been for, well, probably now about more than a year, but you can see the report from the group that did the Latinx report. We have other groups that we're going to be visiting with. In fact, within the next month or so, there's another group in our community that's having that conversation. And so what we're going to do is have some information provided on our website. I'm not quite there with it yet, but very soon we'll have that available. And it'll kind of be, well, kind of like a report card. What did this group say? What did the council decide is a priority that we can really work on? And what are some things that we can't? And maybe there's some things that maybe we shouldn't be the primary person. Maybe we can just be a helper in providing access to services in our community. So anyway, watch for that. I'm really excited about that. There's some really cool information on that. All right, I'm trying to find my second to the last item. Oh, here's my second to the last item. Again, today is October 8th. Here it is. Vote on November 2nd. I know this is keeping in concert with the very fantastic fancy graphics that I normally have on this program, but vote on November 2nd, 2 exclamation points. In St. Peter, we have a fantastic tradition of high voter turnout. So let's make that happen again this time. There are lots of great issues, whether it's mayor or city council or school board or school referendum or half-cent sales tax. Those are all really important issues in the community. So we really encourage you to either vote absentee or vote on November 2nd. That's it for me for today. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. If you want some more information, here's how you can email me. Here's how our website. You can check us out on Facebook. Give me a call. There's our Twitter handle. Or check us out or other programs like school board meetings, council meetings, county commissioner meetings, and other things on our YouTube channel. That's what I've got for you today. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. Have a great weekend.